Hey, it's Chris from Printing Fundamentals, and in this episode, we're going to talk about consumable items that you'll want to buy extra for your printer so that you'll have them on hand when things wear out. Anything from the nozzles to the wheels to all that stuff. So here are some consumable items that you will find that you'll end up using quite a bit. They got the nozzles, which are different sizes. You can buy packs of different sizes, or you can buy a pack of all the same. These are 0.1, 0.2, 0.6, 0.8, and 1.0 millimeter. And then I have 0.4s here because I bought an extra pack of 0.4s. And they will sometimes come with needles that are clean needles that you can use to try and take out a clog. They're okay, they're not really that effective, but you can try it as a first measure before taking the whole hot end apart. And then you got springs. I know the Ender 3s, they come with kind of weaker ones, but usually the primary ones that people use are the yellows. That's what's on my sidewinders, and those are pretty good, medium strong size that will they'll last for a couple years before you have to replace them. Then they got wheels. These where you're going to want to buy extras of, depending on how hard you push them down against the rails. They can wear out pretty easily. They make clear, harder ones. It just depends on your preference. Some people like them, some people don't. These are just the regular standard classic rubber wheels. And then we got the heating elements. You'll want extras of those in case you have where the filament binds around the whole thing and pulls things off, and you can't heat it back up to clean it. You're going to need extras because if you ever get impatient, sometimes you end up clipping wires on these or the thermistors, and then you have to replace it. So it's always good to have extra ones. And the thermistors are smaller, thinner wires. I'm down to my last one, so I got to order more, but these are the thermistors, and you'll want extras of these and the heating elements. You got extra blocks just in case you get something that you can't take apart, or I did this when I was early in my joining of the 3D printing world. I ended up having a problem, couldn't figure it out, just went and bought a whole new hot end. For mine, it was like $50 on eBay, brand new. I bought a couple of them, and just an emergency situation where it's like you're trying to do stuff and you don't have time to mess with it. You can just swap out the hot end and get running again, and then come back and actually take it apart, fix it later. I'll eventually do that with that one. And then I got like ribbon cables for mine. These actually came with my printer. Extra cables for the hot end and the gantry and stuff. They run off these on the sidewinders. And then PTFE tubing. Brand is called Capricorn. It is much better than any factory one that you'll get with your printer. So I would invest in some of this, and quite a bit of it if you have a Bowden tube, because it'll works a lot better. And then for mine, I just have small PTFE tubing in the hot end to guide the filament in, but they do wear out, and mine wears out about 30-40 prints in. The end of on the hot side will where big, I'll post a picture on this video of the comparison of new end versus old end that's been worn out. But that you'll end up, the PTFE tubing, you'll replace quite a bit. So I just had to replace one after 3 months, so they happen quite often, but they do come with a cutter, and that cuts them flush, which is excellent, because then it don't have to mess with trying to cut at the right angle and stuff. You just stick in there, click that down, it cuts it flat, and then you can put it right in, and it works like a charm. And like for the PTFE tubing that I have for mine, it actually goes in here, and then the thin filament comes down from the direct drive and gets pushed through. But these are the main consumption components that you do. So these are the consumables, and even the socks for the hot ends. They're not critical, but they do help very much in regulating the heat on the block. Like I said, they aren't critical, but it's nice to have them on there to keep the heat regulated so you don't have major fluctuations, because when you don't have this on, then you're just having air come through and pulling the heat off the block, and so then it's got to work harder to try and maintain its proper position and stuff. But so the socks work great. It's just like on yourself with a hat or a glove or socks, like you lose heat through your extremities. That's the same concept, is just to hold the heat in and keep it balanced better. But these are all the consumable items that you'll want, and you'll want to get extra parts for your hot end and even extra hot end in case of emergency, and then you can come on the back end and clean it up and fix it later. But yeah, these are the consumable items. If you find these videos helpful, please like and subscribe to my YouTube, or go to printingfundamentals.com.